Start our recording again. There we go. If I press this button, it doesn't start the replay button. Okay, yeah, so like for some reason it made 1,000,000 replays, but I have changed the replay button. So it shouldn't make any replays. So those Shamos up there, I don't actually want to mess with. Let's go back to exploring where we were exploring. All the way up here. I mean, no one would get mad at us for taking some more bones from the bone pile, would they? We can go up there, which is kind of where I want to go. I want to try and do the classic explorer dungeon crawler move of just like, we've picked a direction, and our direction is right, and we'll keep going right until we run out of space going right, and then we'll backtrack, and then we'll take the next right.
Hey, partner.
Oh. We found where the camp is, apparently. And it's right over there. But that defeats our purpose of we always go right. Ooh, we found Bigfoot print. Oh, it's this idiot!
The
Hi!
monster we ran into earlier. Must be the big boss around these parts.
Excuse me, I'm looking at these gashes you made in the ground. If you would please not eat me while I do that. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, that's a wild move. I do not want to be frozen. Okay, it ran away. for a second? Are you like actually running away, or are you gonna stay here? No, it's like actually running away. Okay, perfect. Because I'm like, I'll fight you for a while, but I really don't want to fight this thing right now. We're gonna just drink this, get back up. It's the big boss. We don't want to fight the big boss immediately. Okay, so that's all the way right there. I know you want me to go to this campsite, but I'm not done exploring yet. Oh, so we can go like all the way around this arena. Interesting. What's all the way up here? We're going so high up, chat. Camp is down there. If I were a betting man, the Legion is probably up here somewhere. Generally. Oh, a sleep toad. And then this is a paratoad. We have almost climbed completely out. Oh, this is 100%. This is giving Legiana lives here vibes. Of just like, this is clearly the top of the area. We've made it all the way up. Okay, we'll go do the northeast camp. That was certainly a choice. Hi, Legiana, you're back. I am also back. That's how I like to say hello. Well. Oh, he's leaving soon. Good. Get away from me. So I don't know what to do about Ice Blight. Don't have an answer to that problem, so we're just gonna run away. Discretion, better part of valor, and all that. A campsite in this cave works for me.
I think we built the camp here. Let's ask the head honchos. Sounds like the research base has a new guest. Want to go back and check in? And maybe grab something to eat?
I would love to. Let's wait here for a second for the Legia to stop trying to eat me alive. Oh, we're still in combat with the Legia. Okay, we'll just wait here for a minute. It will inevitably leave, and then when it leaves, we can get out of here. Cool. Honestly, this area seems dope. What's that? Paolumu. Another big flying thing. Okay. Hi, Mr. Legia. Please ignore me. Thank you. Why are you chasing me all the way down here? I'm trying to leave you alone. You're the one that's trying to hurt me. Okay. We made it away from the Legia. Paolumu is also leaving soon. Now that we're here, though, we should be able to get out of here. What do you mean I'm still in combat? There we go. We made it out of combat. Let's get back. We killed the thing. We found the other camp. We did everything we needed to. We got some scales, we got some hide. We got some cool bones. Love cool bones. Big fan of cool bones. Field team leader's here. Hi, Matthew Mercer. Okay, so I've heard about this Rotten Vale. Everything I've heard about this Rotten Vale is that it sucks.
Oops. Want to get going?
So we got new gear. Ooh, it's a glider mantle.
Sky, all of
The
this
glider
is
mantle, I think,
amazing.
is something we definitely need in this area. Hi, handler.
Boy, what are you?
Limited bounty. Hunt bird wyvern, hunt root wyvern. Okay. So gotta do these. Oh, wow. No idea that this whole thing existed or what to do with it. This is more information than I know what to deal with right now. Okay, we completed our delivery. There's one where we just have to kill a mosswine, but they're so cute.
What's up?
Okay, good to know, because I didn't even know they existed, and then I just saw that, and it was immediately overwhelming, and I was like, hey, we're not going to deal with this right now. Okay, so I don't think that we got anything different that we could do. Luminous daggers is apparently the thing that we could. We can't forge it, but we got stuff towards it. Oh, this is the Tsuchiyaku tree. Okay, so now that we've killed the Tsuchiyaku, we know that this tree exists. Nice. What would it take? Where's our match slicers 3? Here they are. So to go to the Tsuchiyaku, we would need a Tsuchiyaku photo 4. This just does damage, but it doesn't have an affinity or an element. But it is the reason that we got to the match slicers 3. These rending beaks can get better, apparently. So we might want to eventually get more Kuliakus hunted so we can go up those. Okay. So that was nice to learn. First, get all these things out of my inventory, please. Okay, so I think we've now looked at everything in here that we wanted to look at. The only thing we have left to do is go talk to Handler and start our quest. If I'm not misreading this. Yeah, so let's start doing the quests. And then I think we'll do this quest and then we'll start looking into
That's awesome.
the moving on our goal. Airship, a flying research station. Ain't that crazy? Oh, a Seat Z for Science is another... optional. Alumu. We know where it starts. It's over by this. Okay, we'll do this, and then we'll start looking into getting out of easy baby mode and figuring out what direction we want to go. And that's where we'll end the stream, is getting out of easy baby mode.
All right.
Be careful.
We know that it spawns over here.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to put on the tool. That allows us to glide, now that I know that there's all the gliding spots around here. We're hoping that these are the Polomu and not the Legia footprints. No, they're Legiana footprints. Okay. So I really don't want to fight the Legiana right now. So we're going to go this way and try and find things that look like a Palumu. We know it came out of this area the last time we were here. Whoa! That was dope. I don't know what that just was or how that just worked, but that was cool. I do love that there's no fall damage in this game. That is a really handy thing. Like, genuinely huge quality of life thing that I can just throw myself off of massive cliffs and it doesn't just kill me. I'll mine. We need to find some stuff because I want to get us to that weapon that I want, which needs Dragonites and more Mithril. There's a Dragonite. There's another Dragonite. There's an aqua core ore? So we got our Dragonites to get to our weapon that we were trying to get to. We just need... That's the Analakite. There we go. So we've got our weapon that we wanted to get to. All of the stuff for it now. Perfect. Okay, so we came from that way. We're gonna go over this way. So we can... What's back? Is there anything back here? Or is this just like a... Oh, there is something back here. It's a shiny thing. I'm a genius. There's also this dope waterfall, but this dope waterfall doesn't seem to actually do anything. So we'll just ignore the dope waterfall for a second. Okay, so that's the other path that we didn't take. Now we know this way. Let's go take this path. Okay, so... Eventually we will find this big flying balloon fish. Oh, that just took us back to where we were. Like, this is the path that we didn't climb up. And so we instead went and climbed that way. Okay. Oh! A shiny pearl oyster. I'll take that. A deep pearl. Okay, so that wasn't the way to go. That's the one thing that we do have a guarantee on here at the Jank Drawer is I will find the way I'm not supposed to go every time. Now, eventually, we might also find the way that we're supposed to go, but that's not a guarantee. Ooh, we got more Dragonite ore. More Aqua Core ore. Oh, I know where we are now. Okay. So I know where we are. We went and figured that all out. There's the Legia. We don't want to deal with the Legiana. If we go this way, what's over here? Ooh, feathers? Will this lead us to what we're looking for? Oh, oh, that balloon is what I'm looking for. I know that. It's like a balloon mixed with a bat. Mixed with like a chicken. Oh, there's... Oh, those are like babies? Wanted to get unstunned, instead got... Wow! Interesting. Where did you go? There you go.
Come on, wake up! This is no time to be sleeping on the job.
Okay, so I have fallen asleep. So is it. How do I wake up? That's how I wake up. Where did you go? Oh, here you are. Jeez, you were not actually stunned for very long. Oh, the Tsuchiyaku is here. Wow, that is a weird blast radius that works in. Okay, so wanted to dodge that one. Wasn't able to dodge. Same with that one. We keep taking this damage because we go for the dodge after the getting hit. And then that one we just dodged right into the attack. Jeez, okay. There we go. Get back here! Where is it going? Okay. It's literally like one shot. There it is. It's over there. We're almost there. There we go.
Nice work, partner. Let's hurry back to the research base. I'm starving.
We killed the Palumu. We're on time with what I thought it was going to take. And the other crazy thing that we got is we got all of the stuff we wanted to build our first weapon that was going to be the weapon that we used to get out of easy baby mode. So, like, honestly, we're killing it. Okay. We got Palamulu scale. We got an Armor Sphere Plus. We got a Palumu shell from breaking its tail. Okay. Third Fleet Master. Sorry to interrupt your smoke break. So I don't know that we actually want to go into the Rotten Vale because we still have so much stuff that we need to do.
Right.
That is not Rotten Vale.
I'm counting on you.
Ooh, I like a rope lift. So we do need Shamos hides, which we have most of. Okay. So first thing I need to do is go find homeboy what work in the forge. Okay.
Ready to craft something?
So I think what I want to do Oh, wow, there's a whole bunch of things. This tree now just got much bigger. So Tobikadachi Electrode is what we need to get pulsar hatchets to. This world just got so much bigger. I can still get to the thing that I wanted, though, which was the sworn rapiers. Assuming this isn't a super stupid move. Luminous daggers also apparently go crazy. Eventually. Okay, so there's also ways to get the defender up. So we could get the defender even higher. But I think we want to swap out of, like I said, we want to get out of... Okay, good to know. Since this is immediately like, I was looking at such a myopic view, I now realize. Okay, so I want to get out of easy baby mode, and my first step out of easy baby mode is I like this. This is the best thing I've seen so far. It's got 182 attack. It's got 90 elemental damage. It's like, I like my, pulsar hatchets, but I think water would be fun. And these look cool. And, like, honestly, cool is the most important part. And this was our goal at the beginning. So I do want to just get into... You cannot roll back this upgrade once it is done. Okay. So we've gotten out of easy baby mode in that I want this to be our weapon. For right now. We've got these cool rapiers. Now the question is getting out of... Yeah, sure. Works for me. Discord should be up. Let me just call you. This is going to be our first, like, actual coaching, figure this out kind of thing. Oh, jeez. I forgot that when I get into Discord calls, it makes the audio do weird stuff.
It's all good.
So let me figure out how to make my audio... Mainly the audio thing that it does is it makes it so that all of the audio doesn't change for the viewer experience, but it is incredibly loud directly in my ears.
Gotcha.
Can you try talking so I can make sure I can still hear you after I fix that?
I am trying talking.
Perfect. I can hear you, and it doesn't feel like a million things are going off in my ears. We're great. Welcome to the stream, Gantetsu! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stream should be able to hear you as well. In the Discord call.
That's fine. I'm not too particularly worried about it.
Sounds good. I am, in that I wanted to make sure that it works. So,
Right.
I probably have already made an indefensible mistake, but they looked cool and therefore I built them.
No, that is not a mistake. I
Perfect.
really like the Sworn Rapiers, or whatever they're called. Yeah, I like the Sworn Rapiers. They are fun. So when it comes to making a build specifically.
Yeah.
The main premise is like, okay, what do I want this to accomplish? So
Understandable.
for dual blades, stamina is your absolute best friend. Because you burn through it really quickly while in demon mode, right?
Oh yeah, we eat through stamina so fast.
So the best way to increase your stamina is specific armor pieces. So every armor piece has skills. So like if you just hover over one of your pieces of armor,
Yeah, I'm on one right now.
it's covered up by chat, but you can see
If I go to this, it'll pull up bigger.
yeah, so speed crawler. It makes it so you move faster while crawling or while crouching while you're wearing these pants, right?
Yeah.
So certain pieces of armor have multiple skills and certain skills. So like speed crawler only has one level. So this is a great example. So your arms, your chest, and your legs all give you one level into Marathon Runner.
Yeah.
And Marathon Runner reduces continuous stamina depletion. So for things like dashing or blocking with your lance, consume continuous stamina.
Okay.
So at level 3, it reduces. So let's say every 15 seconds while dashing, it takes 30 stamina. While having it at level 3,
It only takes
drops
15.
only 15 stamina. Yeah.
Okay.
So, building a set around what you want your build to do. So, like, if you want maximum demon uptime, like demon time uptime, the best
Yeah, we
thing
want to
do
have max
is
stamina.
max stamina skills.
Mm-hmm.
So, the best way to do that is I like to, when I'm building, I like to sit in the smithy in the like forge equipment section.
Yeah, which is where we are right now.
Yeah. So, you're in your box right now. So I like to be. At
I
the actual,
shouldn't
like,
be?
place where you build. Oh no, yep, you were.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm in the right spot.
You were in the right spot. So
Yeah.
I like to look at the forge armor, and I'm like, okay, what do I want my build to do? I want to be able to. So like I have a build specifically for gathering items, which it's all like stuff that gets me more stuff from ores, stuff that gets me more stuff from bones. Like there's a ton of things you can build. So learning how to read skills is a very important part. And if you're ever confused, they have a button on keyboard where if you're like, oh, I don't quite know what this skill does specifically,
Yeah, I can
you
just pull it
hit-
up.
You can hit control and then it'll say, okay, slinger capacity on the hunter set increases how much slinger ammo I put in it, or fire resistance gives you more fire defense.
Yeah.
So learning what exactly you want your build to do is like on the bone armor, on the gloves, it has slugger. And slugger
Just makes it so it's easier to stun things.
Yeah. The Transporter Pro makes it so you carry eggs faster. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Which is one of the
build
things that I
crafting-
want.
Yeah, a lot of build crafting is just okay. How do I want this math to add up specifically for what I want my build to do?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so one of the things that I'm looking for then is I want a thing that makes it so that I have just overall better. So like Baroth here has Marathon Runner as well.
Yes. And for low rank, which is where you're currently at, so there's 3 ranks to the game. So there's low rank, which is the
Where we're
beginning of
at.
the game, which is where you're at. There's high rank, which is about. It used to be end game before the DLC, but it's about mid game now. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's master rank, which is the DLC and all the very high ranking stuff. So a lot
Mhm.
of your armor right now is going to be 1 skill per armor piece, if the armor piece even has skills at all.
Yeah.
High rank, they start to get 2 to 3 skills per armor piece, as well as like for Baroth having Marathon Runner on its gloves.
Yeah.
In high rank, it could have 2 levels into Marathon Runner. So learning to mix and match which pieces you like to get the most amount of skills for your build specifically are what build crafting in this game is.
Okay.
So if you really like math, this is the fun part of the game.
I do really like math, which is why I wanted to start doing this, because it is very much of like, I've been liking doing easy baby mode stuff, I have, but then I saw these rapiers and I was like, hey, as much as I like easy baby mode, these look dope, and I want to start actually like all of the fights we took today are fights that I'm like, I probably could have done these if I wasn't in easy baby mode, but being in easy baby mode definitely made these fights significantly easier.
Yes. And
Because I take so much less damage and I heal so much better. And eventually I want to be not held back. Like I said, the idea is I don't want to necessarily do a ton of grinding on stream right out the gate, but I do want to start trying to do more real stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And another thing to know about skills specifically, if you can go to the Anjanath armor,
Yeah.
under all of the pieces, there's the skill that is listed, and then it has a set bonus.
Yeah.
So, Anjanath is the only one I've have unlocked because I just did the Zora Magdaros fight.
It's also the only one I have unlocked with that currently, too. I looked
Yeah.
through them all.
So, to get the adrenaline that was listed under Anjanath, you have to be
Mhm.
wearing 3 pieces of Anjanath's armor, and then you get the Anjanath power perk, which reduces stamina depletion when you're at 40% or lower,
Okay.
HP-wise.
Yeah.
So there are later in the game there's more sets, and it's not always 3 pieces or more. Some sets have like 2-piece bonuses and then 4-piece bonuses. So that's another thing to look out for. It's not something you have to look out for right now while you're just barely getting into like learning how to do builds and stuff like that. But there are
Yeah.
skills like, so there's offensive skills, defensive skills, and utility skills. Offensive skills make you do more damage, like fire attack.
Like fire attack here.
Defensive skills, yeah. Defensive skills, like defense boost on the high metal set, just make it so you take less damage. And then there's stuff that I call utility skills, where it's stuff like earplugs on the chest piece. Earplugs makes it so when a monster roars,
You don't
not
get...
not every single time are you like covering your ears and like stopping the action that you're performing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So the more earplugs you have, the less likely you are to get like stunned by a roar. If you have max earplugs, you just don't get stunned by roars.
That's nice.
It is very nice. There's stuff like I don't remember which set had it. So the Baroth set on the legs has stun resistance. If you max that one out, you know how sometimes you'll get stunned and you have to like
Yeah, you have to like
W
spam buttons to get unstunned. Essentially, if I max out my stun resistance, I just never get stunned.
Exactly. Or like muck resistance is a utility skill where like the stuff that slows you down in the mud you don't get slowed down by.
I clicked the wrong button. Yeah. Yeah, like they seem pretty self-explanatory, which seems fun.
Yes.
Reduce limits
a
on
lot of
movement
math.
speed and evasion.
It's a lot of math, and when you get to high rank, you start to get your armor. So for right now, all you have to worry about is what do my elemental resistances look like for this armor, and what skills do said armor give me.
Yeah.
When you get to high rank, underneath like where it says defense on the right hand side,
Mm-hmm.
there's a blank with like a little gem logo, and then it goes into elemental resistances.
Yeah, this gem right here.
Yes. So in high rank, those are decoration slots.
Ah.
And decorations are essentially just, hey, you know this skill, how you like having Pro Transporter? You can slot Pro Transporter into builds that don't have Pro Transporter.
Okay.
So it's not important right now. So right now it's just like, because there's a feature called layered armor. So even if you want to continue to like visually look like you're wearing the defender gear, you can have whatever gear you want on.
Yeah, and you can just make it look like whatever you want it to look like.
Yes. I don't know if that's unlocked off rip actually.
Well, the thing is like, one of the other things here is like, I'm wearing the defender armor. I think it looks dumb as all get out. So like,
It is pretty dumb looking.
I don't really want to keep looking like this if I can not look like this.
And, for a
Which is
while,
one of the
my
other reasons where I'm like, if I'm
character-
gonna get these cool things, it is very much of like, while I still have people here and while I'm doing this, I wanted to, now that we're like 3 or 4 sessions into playing this game, I wanted to do the like, hey, let's actually learn and engage with one of the more important parts of this game, which is the like, what does this actually do? How do these things work? Not just use the like, because like the game hasn't explained any of this, it's just given me a whole bunch of here's stuff, do what you want with it, and I'm like, cool, I appreciate that, but I also don't know what any of that means.
Yeah. And another thing for weapon building specifically. So weapons have basically a couple things you want to look out for when you're looking at weapons. So like
I'm
looking
just getting
at,
to a weapon
like-
that we can actually look at.
Yeah. So the main things you want to look for are how much damage it does, and
Yep.
damage numbers in this game are weird. So hovering over your luminous daggers, they have like an attack rating of what, like 2 something?
168.
Okay, so that's what we call a bloat value, and it's,
Okay.
it's like a weird. There's a formula to figure out exactly how much damage your weapon will actually do.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, the attack value is like a bloated number. So I don't really tend to pay attention to the attack value because
Okay.
it's bloated. So the 3 main things you need to look out for on your weapon are its sharpness, because the
Yep.
higher the sharpness, the more damage you're going to do.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Affinity isn't explained very well. It is your crit.
Oh, okay. Since I've been seeing that around a lot, and I was like, I don't know what this means.
Yes. So affinity is the higher your affinity when you crit a monster or hit it with. So when your damage numbers are that like bright orangey yellow color, that
Mhm.
means you're hitting a spot that is effective for your weapon. That's
Yeah.
what affinity will boost your damage when you hit spots like that.
Okay.
Element is another thing to look out for, which it kind of is that one I feel is self-explanatory. If
Yeah.
it's a fire weapon, it'll do fire damage, and monsters have elemental resistances like your armor does. So
Yeah.
the weaker to an element they are, the higher your damage is going to be when using an elemental weapon. So if you fight an Anjanath and it's weak to water, your sword rapiers are going to do really well. I don't know all of the monsters' elemental resistances off the top of my head, so
Yeah, but that's also something that I learned by studying the monsters and fighting more of them. Of like,
yeah.
that was to be explained. This was just like the biggest number I had seen other than the defender tree, which like the defender tree is obviously busted
And
for
they
a
look
reason.
pretty.
Huh?
And they look pretty, so
And they look pretty. That was the thing of like, I wanted to get out of that, but it was also a thing that I started, like the whole thing that started me on this is that I did see, because I did my entire Zora Magdaroth whatever fight accidentally using the pulsar hatchets, and I was like, oh, using a weapon that's not the absolutely busted Insano weapon does actually work. And I started seeing like the numbers are different, but they're not like that different, and you can still do it. I don't want to use the pulsar hatchets as they are, since I did try that and I was like, okay, these aren't great. But that's when I started looking at other things, and it was like, hey, we get to like the Sworn Rapiers, and it's like, oh, the Sworn Rapiers look cool. They're a big number. They're not anywhere near as big as the Defender, but that's kind of the whole point, is we're trying to move away from just using these chainsaws.
yeah. So builds are a lot of math, and it's also part of the fun, I think, is
Oh, yeah.
finding out, which part of this math equation do I actually like? So on my PlayStation, I've got, I tell you this all the time, I've got builds for just about whatever I want to play with.
100%.
So it's just finding out specifically like, okay, I want to do this specific thing with my build, and doing that, how I do that is I need these 4 skills on my build. What pieces do I have to wear? What decorations do I have to get to make this build work?
Okay.
Like I have a build that I straight up, as long as it's not like a one-shot attack from one of the end game bosses, I won't die to it.
That's cool.
And it doesn't, like, there are skills that make that easier, like Divine Blessing, which is on the Defender gear, or the Guardian gear, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Armor. But the main thing is just, okay, I know what these skills do, and I need to put this one plus this one to make that skill work. So, like, there's one that puts your weapon away faster, there's one that gives you more max stamina so that your stamina cap is higher, instead of just, like, Marathon Runner makes it so you use less stamina.
Yeah, but there's other things that can do, like,
Stamina
this one
surge,
gets your
they do-
recovery up better for stamina.
Yeah, so Stamina Surge is the recovery speed of your stamina, so you get it back faster.
Mm-hmm.
Stamina, there's another skill that's like, oh, I'd get more max stamina.
There's this stamina thief from the Baroth as well that's like, you
Stamina,
make it so
stamina
monsters get exhausted faster.
yeah, so exhausted is when they, like, kind of sit there and just pant and breathe
Yeah.
heavy for a second,
And you get to
That's
either
bad.
grapple on and do stuff or do other stuff.
or just hit it again. Yeah,
Yeah, hit it more.
yeah.
Okay, so like I'm starting to see some ideas here that I like of like things that we could put into that. The annoying thing about it is I'm like, some of the things I want to do is very much like, oh, I have to go kill more Raytheons.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the part that's annoying, is where you're like, okay, I have to specifically hunt this thing. But that's also where the investigations that I was telling you about
Mm-hmm.
come into play, because certain parts, like Raytheon webbing, right? If that's the
Yeah.
example you want to go with.
That is the example I want to go
Raytheon-
with.
Raytheon webbing is like, okay, well, maybe silver boxes in the investigation rewards make it easier for me to get the Raytheon webbing.
Yeah.
Or like Raytheon plates, which I think was required for the leg pieces, or one of the pieces.
It is.
It might be easier. It might be easier to do a gold box, because investigations are like, okay, you have to do this target, but we're going to put a restriction on it. So the one I'm looking at in my investigations is like, okay, it's only silver boxes, but instead of only getting 3 feints like a normal quest, I get 5.
Mm-hmm.
Or some of them make quests harder, where it's like, okay, you get 3 gold boxes, but only 2 people get to go on the investigation total.
Okay.
And each investigation only has a limited number of times you can do said investigation. So like the one I'm looking at now, I can only do it 3 times, and then it's gone forever. So they're
Okay.
really good for if you're hunting a specific part, but they are either harder than a normal quest or slightly easier than a normal quest. But you can only do it so many times, which is why I was like, save that for when you want specific parts, because it makes it easier for you to hunt specific parts down.
Okay. Cool.
And the boxes for that are just additional rewards. So you get all your rewards for killing the monster, you get all your cards, and then at the end of the quest, all 3 of those boxes will random roll an ability in that, like, table of reward tier. I don't want to get too into, like, teaching you how to play the game. So
No,
I'm
and I
trying
don't
to,
want you to either. This has been very helpful, and I do appreciate you jumping in. I think we're going to mess around with some stuff. I have an idea of, like, some things I want to put together, and I do think that I want to do maybe a little bit here. Since I don't want to be live much longer, so I'm probably going to cap out at the absolute latest at, like, 9.
That's
But I
fine.
think now, before I go into the Veil, I want to start, like, putting together a non-defender idea of what I want to do. Of, like, I want to do stamina stuff. I probably want to put together this Raytheon mail just so I can get, like, I think Botanist is a good thing to have. I have these Blossom boots already that give me recovery speed. There's something that I wanted, which I think is good. But recovery up is what I wanted, though, or health boost. Yeah, so like I'm already starting to think through things.
Yeah. And that's health boost is the increase your maximum health total.
Yeah. Or it might just be like, I can already get this Baroth Van Braces, but I might just go, especially now that I have the thing that does extra damage against Anjanaths, I might just go hunt Anjanaths to try and get this, and then we get Marathon Runner 2.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to hunt something, if it's within the HR that I'm at, I would gladly help you hunt it. So,
Sounds good. I will look into it. Thanks for this.
you are welcome.
I'm gonna hop off the call and try and figure out what I want to do specifically, and if it's gonna be things that we want to hunt together, we can hop back on. But right now, I just want to start doing math.
Sounds good. I will
Cool.
let you get back to it.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. This has been very, very helpful.
You are very welcome.
Okay. So, we have some ideas. That was extremely helpful. Thank you once again, Kantetsu, for helping us figure out more about how these work and just what is going on in the game at all. Because this is the part of it, like, I want to start actually learning how the game works so that I can start thinking about what I want to actually do. Because it is very much of just like, the first thing that I saw that made me want to actually do anything else was these cool rapiers. And now it's just a like, what else can we do kind of answer of like, this Guardian stuff is really good, don't get me wrong, but it's like, what else could I be using? And should I start using it? And putting together the idea of like, okay, so we know one of the things that I know I need to do is do stamina stuff if I'm going to keep doing dual blades. So we want stuff that make it get better stamina and hold on to our stamina. And so I think we're going to start with that. So, like, we know one of the things that helps with that is getting this Baroth thing. And that equips that. And now we already have Marathon Runner on that. If we're going to do that, I want to get more Marathon Runner. And the only other thing currently that we have unlocked that gives me Marathon Runner is... I think... Where are you at? Where are you at? Anjanath, there we go. Anjanath male. Which means I need more Anja stuff. But if I get that, that gets me to Marathon Runner level 2. But then it's also just like, we should probably think about trying to get more Anjanath's stuff in general. Fire resistance is probably not bad. Fire attack is probably good. There's also like, we don't have a fire weapon, so I don't know if getting fire attack stacks. Of like fire attack plus 30 when we're not doing fire damage probably isn't super helpful. Although we do have a weapon that does do fire damage if we want to get to that. Health boost and recovery up seem good. I do like this botanist though, so I do want to kind of get this, I think. Just because while we're out collecting things, that gives us more collecting per collecting. Focus doesn't seem horrible. Ooh, here's another botanist. I actually kind of like that. So we're going to just prioritize... For right now, we're basically going to make farming gear with some amount of marathon, is the plan. So this gives us... Between this and Rathian, we're now at botanist level 2, which means that we get 1 extra consumable herb, fruit, nut, or seed per gather. We already have mail. We don't have a... What does Fortify do? So that cares about if we die. Honestly, health boost on the bone thing might not be bad. Just to get a health boost item. And then we have now a thing here, a thing here, a thing here, a thing here. So the only thing we need is a coil. So that's good for hunting horns. We aren't playing hunting horns. Scent hound. That makes it easier to find things. Paralysis resistance we don't care about. Fortify would be good. Poison resistance. Honestly, if we're gonna go have to kill a bunch of Rathians, I don't mind having poison resistance. And that's the only other thing that we could currently use other than Blossom, and that just makes our Scout Fly detection range go up. Palomu Pelt getting us back into Divine Blessing would also not be bad, just because Divine Blessing seemed really good. Just reducing damage flat. Until we get to that, I think what we will do is we'll just go to change equipment. Swap out our Guardian Coil. Okay, I just want to try doing stuff for the first time with none of our beginning equipment, which is where we're at right now. And we're just gonna go do something simple first. Let's manage our items. Let's get stuff out of here. Okay, so honestly, I like this so far. Let's go try something out. Handler,
Hey, partner.
give me something easy. Nope, that's not what you do. Okay, well, we don't want to go to the Vale currently. It's not my plan. I'd either go into the Coral Highlands, or honestly, we could just go do Anjanath. Or, I'm honestly not bad with... We could either go kill more Kuliyaku's Rathians or Baroths. Let's do Anjanath first. We know where the Anjanath spawns. I'm gonna go try and see what fighting in Anjanath looks like. And then if we want to start actually like farming stuff, then we can do... hop back into a thing with Gantetsu and go do an investigation and try and fight specifically Anjanaths. Or Rathians. Ooh, those look dope. Okay. I'll look at the large doodles. I'll look at the small doodles. I know the Anjanath, like, spotting point is up in that cave up ahead of us. So we're gonna go try and see if we can find it there. And if we can, we'll just start trying to fight it. It's in here. There it is. I missed the cave just barely. It's right here. More mining outcrops is good. We need to replace our malachite ores and stuff as well anyways. Choose to use the longsword. Very few choose the hunting horn. Apparently, I have picked the third most popular thing. Ooh, found a whole bunch more doodles. Jeez, even more doodles. Okay. We have one on the map already? We don't, so I have to go find more signs of it. It's not an issue. I can do that. As far as Jagras is concerned, like, the only thing that I care about is finding more Great Jagras, and if we find more Great Jagras, I'll fight those. Otherwise, we'll be fine. Because I do need more Great Jagras to be able to make the final piece of the Jagras armor. There we go. Found footprints for the Anjath. So I don't know what these doodles are and what I'm supposed to be doing with them, but we have found 1,000,000 of them today. Let's get more bones for the bone pile. Ancient bone, nice. I'm also, I think, starting to piece together kind of the rarity colors. Those are starting to make sense, which is nice. Okay. Honestly, doing a good amount of getting Puke stuff. Oh, there's the Anjath. There we go. Anjanath. Doodle. Anjanath Mucus. I know this is where the Anjanath disappears to. Like, you chase the Anjanath all the way to where it flies away and digs through the earth. That happened right here. Have we done enough now for the Anjath to appear? There we go. Cool. We're gonna go see what fighting one of these looks like at this point with the new gear and the new weapons, and if it's even like this is our graduation essentially of are we actually good enough at this game that without all of the handicaps, we can still get this. Because I do think that having okay, so this is taking us back to where we know the spawn location is for the Anjath. Running through the Jagras Glade. We got more investigations about the Anjath specifically. Interesting. Nice. Oh, the Anjath is just here. Okay. Okay, so we automatically take way more damage than we're used to. We take more damage, we have less overall health. Good things to learn. So we do just have to get good. Okay. Okay, so now we're just gonna chase him down. How far away are you going to run, Engine? So, like, our damage is not actually that much worse than it was, which is good. It does mean that we can still actually do damage. We just take more damage and have less overall health. He jumps so far. Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay, so we have immediately learned how fainting works. Well, there's a first time for that. Okay. So, it is considerably harder when you're not on easy baby mode, is what we just learned. But we were doing pretty well, actually. Okay, here he is. I need slinger ammo. That'll give me slinger ammo. Honestly, we don't do bad damage. Okay, let's... Okay. I'm gonna try and drink this. That did big damage. There we go. Okay. Now we're just going to trace it down for the next fight. We've done good damage so far. I'm actually very proud of us. Give me something to shoot you with. There we go. Got that. Okay, so that was almost there. We're slowly but surely learning what to do. Okay, this is off to a great start. Running away. Tactfully running away to draw this. And then drink this. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it's almost dead. We're about to kill this thing. Okay, we are going to catch it. We are going to kill it. That is the plan right now. Now we shoot you in the face. There we go. Honestly, 2 feints to do that feels like the amount of feints that it should take to do this. Like, being 100% honest, that feels like it was correct. Oh, we also cut its tail off. Thank you, Miss Omi! We succeeded at the goal that we set for ourselves of, like, we want to try and do this using not the baby mode gear. And we did succeed in doing this without using the baby mode gear. So... the monster we're tracking will leave the area soon. We already killed it. So I don't think that it will... Oh, it's probably the Puke Puke that they're like, hey, this is going to leave. But also, we weren't here to fight a Puke Puke. We were here to fight an Anjanath, and we already did that. There's the Rathalos, okay. So again, I don't know that we want to fight a Rathalos, but... we do know that this is the nest up here. Okay. So, we got a whole bunch of Anjanath things. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to this researcher, see how much in general we actually got from that Anjanath as far as parts are concerned that we want.
Howdy.
Caught all the old world fish. So I did think we got a lot better at timing when we are supposed to be doing the, like, how to, like, when to take the potions, when to use the potions, how to use the potions is a thing that we're doing a lot better on. Hi, Jagras. Ugh, none of these were things that I necessarily needed. Because the thing that I need from a Jagras is something that I can't get from a regular Jagras, but they were in the way. There we go. Honestly, I do like having the botanist stuff going around. We're getting a lot more things every time we do this. So this is where we're going to learn a new thing, and that is, do monsters come back, or do we have to leave the area and then come back and do a new exploration? Because we know that if you get through the timer, they do just disappear. So actually we'll just do this. We'll just go to a workshop, look at what we can build off of the Anjanath that we got. So we got 2 scales, a fang, and a pelt, and another pelt, and a flame sack. Yeah, so that does let us start building Anjanath stuff. Whether it's Anjanath weapons or Anjanath armor. One of the things that we do want is our harvest box is full.
There you are, Clyber.
So one of the things that we did want was this, because it gives us Marathon Runner 2. And we got the thing we needed for it. We needed Anjanath Plate. So there we go. So now, if I look at us, we have Marathon 2, Poison Resistant 1. Botanist is not active anymore? So it gives us health boost, so we have plus 15 health. This gives us Marathon Runner. This gives us Marathon Runner at level 1. Do they not stack? No, they do. Okay. So we have level 2 up. And it does it. Okay, so it does okay, so it does work the way we thought it would work, which is great. Perfect. We do have a defense charm. We don't have any defense boost on. So now that gives us defense boost. What does defense boost do? We'll go to the forge equipment. We know there's one that gives us defense boost, and we'll just look at that one. There it is. Perfect. Okay, so it just gives you bonuses to defense. Okay, there we go. Earplugs is nice. We were learning about that one earlier. We like that. Also just defense boost. What is capacity boost? I hit the wrong button. Oh, capacity boost. Oh, so that's for Gunlance, which we aren't playing Gunlance. Ballista and cannons. Defense boost. Earplugs seems nice. Level 5 of earplugs is where you want it to be. Oh, we have Raytheon stuff. So our poison would do more damage. Oh, we already have Raytheon stuff. Okay. Cool. So that was fun. I liked that.
Hello.
New job. Deliver coral bone. Okay. I already have coral bones, so we can just go talk to the
Good to see you.
biologist.
Good luck.
Capture a Palumu.
right. Hurry back now.
We need aqua sacks, which we don't have. Okay, so we have a rough idea of what we need to do. The next thing that it's going to make us do is go into the ravine, and I don't know that we want to go into the Vale yet. Into the far side.
By the way,
Tremendous amount of bioenergy stored inside it. Makes sense. And that it's volatile also makes
listen
sense.
up. May the sapphire star light your way.
This person does want to give us a quest. So I want you to give me your quest. Okay, so it's just because I put on the thing that now you wanted to talk to me.
Working hard?
Fiverr bro.
Good luck.
Okay, so we can give that done. Slay 11 Shamos. Deliver 10 Super Abalone. Okay. Smithy wants to talk to me again? Who in this Smithy wants to talk to me? It's still you.
Oh,
Oh, they built an arena. Okay.
have a good.
Okay. So, what do I want to do? We're already past where I usually go, but we've got about 15 minutes left. I think we have time to go do one more thing. Do we want to try and do an optional? Ooh, we got some level 3 optionals to do. We have a special arena to fight the Baroth. Honestly, let's just do that. We're already the Baroth master. Let's do one more Baroth hunt, and that's what we'll end off. I want to try and hunt the Baroth with our new gear, see how it does. Before we go, I do want to see what more I can learn. Turn in all my ecological researches. Updated a whole bunch of field guides. I know we know everything there is to know about the Baroth. This is what I was looking for. So we want to know what elements are good. If like water is really good against certain things. If like Tsitsiyaku is weak against thunder and ice. Palumu is immune to water, so we shouldn't try to fight Palumus with this. So we'll need to get a different... But like they're really weak to fire. So honestly, working on our Anjanath weapon so we can do more fire is probably really good. The Gianna, really weak to thunder. Which I think we already have a thunder weapon, so that's nice. Rathalos. Diabolos is really weak to ice. We don't have an ice weapon. And Death incredibly weak to water. There we go. So like our water thing was great there. Tobikadachi is also really weak to water, which is good since we want to kill more Tobikadachis as well. Kuluyaku is also really weak to water. Let's find our Baroth. Baroth, interesting. So when the Baroth is covered in mud, it's really weak to water. When it's not covered in mud, it's really weak to fire. It's not weak at all to water, though, when it's not covered in mud. Interesting. So let's try this out. That's where it comes to an idea, then, of just, like, I don't know... Are you able to change weapons mid-fight? Because if we are... Ooh.
We're on the hunt.
Go at it with all we've got. Will do. Where do I go? Is it here? Oh, there we go. We take this rope. Interesting. I've grabbed ballista ammo. Eventually I shall find a ballista to use the ammo with. Where's the ballista? There it is. Okay, since I'm all full up on ballista ammo, so I might as well just lead this off with, let's shoot this ballista. I'd like to get out of the way, please. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna run away for a minute. So we can take one of these potions. There we go. Get another one. go. Okay, got that Slinger Thorn. There we go. Come on, give me that. Oh, wow. That does damage. Okay, we're gonna run away. Okay, did not work the way I wanted it to. Was not far enough away. There we go. Now I feel like I've got enough time over here. There we go. We're back up to full sharp.
Keep a close eye on your stamina. Grappling onto a monster will burn through it in a hurry.
Okay, we have killed our stamina. There we go. Okay. So, we killed the Baroth. We tried out the new area. Get some more Baroth goodies. So even if it's like not weak to water, my water stuff still does pretty good damage. It's a good thing to learn. This arena was fun, though. I like this arena. Ooh, we got a lot of good stuff. We got Barroth Shell, Scalp, Ridge, Mud, Shell, Mud. Claws and more shells. Honestly, good stuff. We also didn't faint at all the entire time, which was nice. Okay, so I don't know how to check my botanical harvest box. Complete deliveries. Ah, so these are the rewards thing that we were talking about. It's just like you can get a gold and 2 bronze. These are 2 silvers. There's hunting great Jagras. Max 4 players. Okay, this is starting to make more sense. Where is the botany box? Is it this thing right here? That wasn't it. Is it over here? Ah, there it is. You can collect harvest. There it is. Okay, so now we've figured out all of the things. Cool. Well, I'm going to go see what that gets us as far as getting more Barroth stuff, and then I think we'll be done. Since I am getting pretty hungry, the snacks and the food are wearing off, I should probably go eat something and get going to bed. But we've done a really good job. I've been really... Once again, this game just continues to impress. What does guard do? Okay, we don't care about that necessarily. Stamina Thief I don't actually hate. The other thing that I want to work on is it's like if we're gonna go and do more killing the other thing where it's like the water's really bad but fire's really good, I want us to have a good fire weapon. We already have a good... So, like, what is our... We have a fire weapon, I know. We have... I thought we did, at least. We have our sword and rapiers, which is good. Fire was the Anjanath, the blazing hatchets, which I thought we had a blazing hatchet. If we can't do it, that'll be our goal, is we want to get to bone hatchets, get up to the Anjanath tree. So we would need Anjanath fangs, we need one more. But then we'd get a fire weapon, which is nice. We have a water item. We have a thunder item, which is nice. So I think that'll be our next thing we want to wish list, is this. So we can get one of each of the types that we can make right now. We already got you. We are one item away from hitting you. We already have you. Luminous daggers get us towards the earliest opportunity to get ice, it looks like. This is probably something that we have to like go Sitsuyaku into Legia, if I'm guessing it. But I'm going to sit here and just be distracted by this forever. So we're going to be done. Okay, I'm calling it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Once again, very stressful Football Manager stream, followed by just a fantastic Monster Hunter stream. I continue just falling deeper and deeper in love with this game, and genuinely enjoy playing it every minute that I get to. We've made maybe not a lot of progress as far as story today, although we have unlocked all the way up to the Veil, which I've heard is gross. But the more important thing we've got going on is we've moved out of easy baby mode. So things are going to get a little bit harder, but it is going to hopefully be more rewarding. And I have genuinely enjoyed this. We've gotten to the point where it's like we know what our oh, nice, perfect. We might get into farming streams. I might do farming and stuff off stream, which would be fun. I'll look into it. Either way, this has been a lot of fun. This has been a great week of streaming. Thank you all for coming in and watching. It's always a pleasure to do this for you all. Until next time, I have been Sam. This has been the Jank Drawer. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And until next time, peace.